Seem to have come down for a sound check, and just as we're diving, get out, come on. Number 2 mentions something. Upscope. There. Right, okay. Uh, 30. One 149. Stair. 149.
Neuer Kurs 1, 3,
Stair.
9 Grad.
059. Ahead slow.
Grad. Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Downscope. Alright, mark a spot. course, what were we on? We were on... We went 90 degrees from 141. Right, oh well. Go rudder amidships.
Ruder 0.
Oh, looks like we could still keep on going. Oh, harder port.
Ruder 3, 1 Grad Backbord.
Wait till we get to 90 degrees. Steer course 091.
Neuer Kurs 90 Grad.
Neues Ziel wird erfasst. Ziel erfasst.
Right, number 1. There's a freighter of a 2,300 ton, you reckon? Oh, we'll have a look at that. United States, Brazil, United Kingdom, yeah, the Englanders have got one, Canadians have got one, and we've got one, New Zealand, Poland, yeah, there's 3-4 countries there. I think we've got to better make sure we got the right one. Bit hard to see its flag from here. Oh shit, we better keep on turning.
Neues Ziel wird erfasst.
You follow that ship, number 1. Bit close, not at the right angle. We should have kept on going. 6,352 meters at 18 degrees. 635 at 18. 635 at 18. So we're still moving. Stairs
Neuer Kurs
062.
6,2 Grad.
Head slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
Right, rudder amidship.
Ruder 0 Grad Backbord.
Give me steerage way, Chief.
Maschinen stopp.
Torpedo 1, medium. Torpedo 2, medium. Standby 1. Flood tubes 1 and 2.
Wird bewässert.
Rohr 2.
Wird bewässert. Neues Ziel wird erfasst.
1, lock onto that ship. 4,580 at 290. Bearing 167. $70. Let's go. I was going the other way, stupid me. Who is it? Red, blue, white and red. I was right in the first time. Blue, white and red. French. Not war, it's France. Only English and Polish. Close tubes 1 and 2.
Wird geschlossen.
Rohr 2.
Wird geschlossen.
Oh, Mr. Frenchman. Landscape. Correct in the first way, my assessment of the target coming up, I don't know, it's just is optical illusion. Okay, I'm stuck here. Ugh, geez, I must lose some weight from that arse of mine, I can't get around these tight confines. Jeez. Chief, get us some lube oil from the engine room. I'm stuck in the friggin'... False alarm, man, it's a Frenchman. Oh, alright. We'll stay under here for about 15 minutes. I'll clean the slate off. Alright. Excuse me, gentlemen. Where are we? Okay, when's that last reading? 10:10. That's just now. Alright, we'll we'll continue on to bearing 141. Okay, steer 142.
1, 4,
Ahead 1/3.
halbe Fahrt voraus.
Ahead standard. Stepped under keel navigator.
Wird gemacht. Tiefe unter Kiel beträgt und 40. 4 Meter, Herr Kaloin.
Alright, number one, I've got time to listen to your problem now.
Herr Kaloin, kann ich kurz mit Ihnen sprechen?
Alright, number one, what's on your mind?
Herr Kaloin, Ihre Mannschaft. Welch Unverschämtheit. Beleidigt mich hinter meinem Rücken. Das kann ich so nicht hinnehmen. Ich muss darauf bestehen, dass Sie diesem ehrlosen Treiben ein Ende setzen, sonst melde ich es.
Well, for the sake of discipline, I'll have to put an end to this matter. Alright, number one, I will talk to the bosun immediately and have him put an end to us.
Ja, bitte, Herr Kaloin.
Okay. I'm going the wrong way for the bosun. Alright, I'll speak to him here because he'll look at me then. Bosun?
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
The first officer has brought up an important matter. I need to talk to you about.
Was liegt denn an, Herr Kaloin?
Number one says the crew is gossiping about him, and such behaviour on this ship is intolerable or unacceptable. Have them stop it at once, bosun.
Wird erledigt, Herr Kaloin.
Okay.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Nothing more to say. Keep up the good work, bosun. Oh, there should be an end to that. Friggin' pirate. There you go, number one.
Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloin.
Look, keep up the good work, navigator. Number
Ja, bitte,
one,
Herr Kaloin.
the matter has been dealt with, alright? Go and have a lay down, I think. Oh, nothing's down here, so we better get the ship up, the boat up. Alright, Chief, surface the boat
Boot auftauchen.
and have maximum cruise speed.
Fahrt beträgt 5 Knoten. Bugtiefenruder 8 Grad oben. Achterer Tiefenruder 2 Grad unten.
Captain on deck. Right, number 2, the deck's awash.
Ja, laufen auf beiden Dieselmaschinen. Neue Tiefe 7 Meter. 1, 4. Knoten.
Well, here we are on the 9th. The sun's going down, as you can see. We are here, and we're going steering that way. We're taking the deep water, and then from there we go 4 hours at 5 knots, and then we change course to about there, and that'll keep us going. We'd accidentally strayed out of the patrol area somehow because chasing that French ship or something, some strange reason. Anyways, I reset, so I've got to keep the game going for 24 hours without logging off. And then we'll be given our new patrol area. And okay, I'll give you the report. We have our normal debriefs, officer debrief after a contact, like sinking ships and that depth charge attack. Don't worry about me looking around a bit. It's my job. Anyway, so far we've only sighted that one that ship that we sunk, the Englander, in the dark by deck gun, and then earlier on today we'd come across a French, that's why we're out that way, we came across a French ship which we identified before letting it go. Anyways, the results of our officer debriefs was brought up that first officer brought up that I'm keeping the periscope up too much, and although I do keep it close to the surface of the waters, and we are on steerage way, so we shouldn't be bringing up any wave. I said to him, well, I'll just keep it, I'll just start getting used to bringing it up and down as need is. Anyways, the subject about the destroyers obviously has been brought up, and I mentioned to him that we won't attack any packs of destroyers anymore because they are very hazardous, and we're very, very lucky to have gotten away with those 2 depth charge attacks, or 4 I think we've had so far. Because in the last one they started off 2 and then we ended up with about 4 I think. So we were very, very lucky. And in this bathtub type conditions we haven't got much depth to play with. If we were around 20 odd metres we would have been had it. All the destroyer has to do is just go over you and drop the charges and you're stuffed. You need, more than 40 metres of water to tackle destroyers. And I also mentioned that I've got to put a mention in our dispatches about Shu, the excellent work he's done, because he's talked for 3 odd hours. Voice got a bit hoarse at the end. like, well, mine started to get a bit funny. And well, also, and it, you know, it was a team effort. Like we had the two guys on the throttles and the planesman doing the steering and like that. But she was ears for the boat. Couldn't have done it without him. And also, we do have a bi-weekly departmental heads meeting. On this ship, which all the departmental heads come to me and talk to me about problems with the crew and what's happening and problems with the boat. And there's discussion about silent running during meal times, which is a bit excessive, and I agreed. So we're taking it off silent running because we can hear up to 30 k's with our hydrophone. And it was also brought up why we should be diving while we do it underwater. And I did mention the fact that I don't want to see Cook's efforts splattered all over the bilge in case we have to evade an air attack. And then it finding its way into the bilge pump, and then the chief having to dismantle it to get bits of sauerkraut that have clogged it up out of it, which everybody had a bit of a laugh, but it is a very, very serious matter. Anyways, we don't want food and stuff stinking up the smelly bilge anyways. It's bad enough having to go down there. And also the weekly inspections that I have in the boat, which I have to do by regulations, but also since we live in such close confines, I have to keep up our health, because we can't afford an outbreak of anything on this boat because everybody will get it. Anyways, it provided me with the colouring in pencils I needed for my map after I'd looked at number 2's stuff and saw his children's colouring in pencils there. I suppose I should have thought of about the idea myself. But the business of getting a U-boat ready for sea is very full on. And I was taking over a new command, which is even more full on. So it's totally slipped my mind. So anyways, I can report that the ship, the inspections on the ship is ship shape. So a good military standard for sea is not that we can wash that well. Only allowed 2 people on the smoking deck at a time. I do allow my watch to speak as long as say these 2 guys, if they want to speak, they have to stand back to back and still cover their arcs. I don't expect them to remain silent for the whole lot, because we're going to be out here for a while, and the men need to communicate. And they are allowed to smoke, but it's only at the discretion of the officer of the watch. And they do light their tobacco in a tactical manner. That means down under the conning tower, so you don't see the light of the flash of the lighter or matches. So anyways, after my talk to number 1 and sorting out his problem, I got a wrong one. I got an extra crew point, promotion point, and I put it into the navigator, so then we can turn faster while surfaced or submerged, which we need when I think these need 2 points to go, and each to go and go up. So yeah, I'll put it in there because that's a vital thingo. And I've got to get my photo up there. And everything seems to be running well. If I've been suffering nothing. And yes, it was also brought up, I forgot about it in a debrief, why we chased that little ship. And at the end of the last patrol, instead of going after the convoy, fact of the matter is we only had 3 torpedoes left, 2 on the bow and 1 in the stern, and we've been tracking that ship for a while, and when we came across that convoy on our starboard, of which were men and about turning the ship with the boat and tracking back another 3-4 hours to get into a position, firing position, then having to deal with destroyers again. And we really didn't have enough torpedoes to go and harass the convoy. We really need 4 up front so you can have a shot at 2 ships or fire a salvo. So that was that brought that matter to rest. Anyways, I think I'll end this bit of a rave here. On a more unofficial note, like having to keep this game going for the patrol length, like the 24 hours. You know, each type of contact to record, it takes up about 3 odd hours of my major disk space, which fills it up 3.5. I can get about 3 hours on my 3 hours of this, because it has less pixels than say Skyrim or Fallout 4, because it's all ocean. So and this is recorded at 60 frames per second. But it seems to take up less disk space, and the uploads are a lot quicker on the internet, which is very good. And yes, by keeping this game going 24 hours, like I get an action like this last action, like the last episode, well, that I'd have to minimize the game, save the game, minimize it on the desktop, and then I have to edit and render and then view the game to make sure everything's right the way I like it, and then I delete everything on that hard drive, and then I'm ready to go again. And it's like you have to play this game for 24 hours. And I don't, in these waters here, I don't really go over 8. Time advance over 8 because of the amount of destroyers and stuff here. I suppose I could go to 16, but at this present moment I'm not that comfortable with going over 8. I've had a bit of a hard time here. I don't want to all of a sudden come across a pack of destroyers and then I'm sunk because of I'm in a hurry with my time. So yeah, well, and this game can keep my computer running for about 3 days. It's been running already for a couple of days and I've reset it again. So I've got to try and get this episode over and done with in this recording session. So then I can turn my computer off or use it for other things. Well, I do use it for other things after I minimize the game. It's my main computer. So and then I have it minimized, and then I go and try and revitalize the game, and then the game drops out. which is really impressive. So we should be on station. Last time I reset it was for it was at lunchtime, 12:36 at 12:35. So been 6 hours into the session, and I'll see if I can keep it going, because sometimes the watch won't, when you're playing, and you got to reset it, because I've had to reset it a couple of times because a dive for a check and then the watch refuses to come up, and I need the watch. So then when you got to reload the game, the time resets, so you got to start again for your 24 hours, which is a pain. So, but anyways, enough of my whinging and my problems. Okay, well, leave you to the game then. Merchant at 278, you reckon, Shu? You're going pretty slow. Let's see which way he's going to be going. Shu, what's the latest update your log on the merchant contact? 281. Constant distance. Navigator. I guess fix. Two 281. Sure, can you update your log? 283. Steer
Neuer
169.
Kurs 169 Grad.
Alright, password number 2. Assemble the watch. Chief, surface the boat.
Boot
Full speed
auftauchen.
ahead.
Volle Fahrt voraus. Hauptballasttank ausblasen. Untertriebszelle ausblasen. Bugtiefenruder 8 Grad oben. Achtere Tiefenruder 2 Grad unten.
Dive for another sound check in 30 minutes.
Knoten.
Captain on deck. Takes a wash.
Neue Tiefe 7 Meter.
There you are. Steer 118.
Neuer Kurs 118 Grad.
He's over there. Only pick his smoke up with the binos. Alright. It's not going to give me much friggin' help. It's down the back. Could be him. I reckon the Britishers, Canadians, French. Medium bulk cargo freighter. That's probably what it is. Or that. No, he's got no eye in the middle. 1, 2, it's only got 2 derricks. Ah. Nah, too big. That's probably what it is. SyncMasterS to DDC. Looks like a Englander flag, and looking up in the map, we're on this bearing, either going to Amsterdam or Rotterdam. I've cleared all the crap out. I just get confused with me preparing for a shot, but it's not going to happen. He's seen us. Whoops, excuse me. Been on his tail since this morning, or trying to find him. Been chasing him for 5, 6, 7 hours. Person's in the dark. There's an Englander flag. Not going to get into a firing position. It'll take ages. Right, 10 degrees. Steer 057.
Kurs 5, 7 Grad.
Surface to boat.
Boot auftauchen.
Going full speed ahead.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Alright. Number 2. Stand to, the deck gun crew.
Auf Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
Number 2.
Jawohl, Herr Kaloin.
Man the deck gun.
Geschütz besetzen!
Battle stations. Oh, where are they? Number 2, secure the deck gun.
Räumen!
Number 2. Number 2, man the deck gun.
Deckgeschütz besetzen!
Right. Ahead standard.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
Ugh. What? Get the deck gun, and that's 3 wasted shots. Ah, just missing it. 5 wasted shots. 6. What am I that short? Come on. Shit. Come on. Should have got the range of this boat. Steer 047.
Neuer Kurs 4-6 Grad.
Should have got a range of this boat before I shit again. Again. Jeez. Wasted about 10 shots on ranging this thing. Again. Give me full speed ahead.
Volle Fahrt voraus.
Fire. Waterline hit. Gonna take a while to sink this thing by the looks of it. Knock out its engine room. Steer 037.
Neuer Kurs 3-6 Grad.
That was a bit silly. Steer 032.
Neuer Kurs 3-1 Grad.
Oh. I went over the front. Gone over the front. Steer 027.
Kurs 26 Grad.
Bit high for the front. Gee. Not shooting very well today. Probably I was stressed out for being up all night trying to find this ship. Geez, I'm not hitting that front of the boat at all. Steer 022.
Neuer Kurs 21 Grad.
Okay, give me a head standard.
Halbe Fahrt voraus.
How many shots have I put over their bow? Alright, give me a steerage way, Chief.
Maschinenstopp.
Back 1/3.
Langsame Fahrt zurück.
Shit. Sorry, I didn't have a torpedo ready. Ah. Skip bomb. Oh, he's coming back at us. Back standard.
Volle Fahrt zurück.
A Revenge of the Coastal Freighter. Reload with HE. Back 1/3.
Langsame Fahrt zurück.
Herr Kaloin. Feindliches Schiff meldet Treffer.
In a minute. Oh. 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 That was a deadly one. Right. Back slow.
Kleine Fahrt zurück.
Give me steerage way.
Maschinenstopp.
Waterline hits. Dead in the water now. Going down by the arse end. All right. Good work, men. Don't go changing the gun, I want it straight. Ah, come on. Have I got friggin' water in me boots? Number 2. Number 2, secure the deck gun. Alright, give me decks awash.
Neue Tiefe 7.
Steer. Steer 092. Flank speed ahead.
Äußerste Fahrt voraus.
Navigator. Give me our position. Stand down, number 2. Stand down, deck gun crew.
Auf Gefechtsstationen. Schnell, schnell.
Number 2, pass me the message. No. Good job, keep up the good work. Oh shit. Surface the boat.
Boot auftauchen.
Stand down from battle stations. Number 2. Orders to the radar operator, send message to BDU about our contact and status report.
Ja, laufen auf beiden Dieselmaschinen. Ja.
Navigator, where are we?
Laufen auf beiden Dieselmaschinen. Fahrt bei dem
11:33.
Wetter 1, 4. Knoten.
That's where the boat went
Funkspruch
down.
gesendet.
There we go. Alright, steer 090. We'll get out of here. 090. Okay. They're sending a message. Have we sent our message? Report sent. Okay, decks awash.
Neue Tiefe 7 Meter.
Oh well, we'll call this another episode. We should be in 32 minutes. I think we should be finished our 24 hours here, although I've had to reset it. This is the third reset. Oh, I've been tracking this boat since early morning. I used too many rounds on that ship. 10 rounds to sight it is a lot, big waste. Alright. Well, I think I'll call this an ep. Well, there's not really much in the debrief because I mentioned everything I did with back. Excuse me, man. That's my back thingo before. So, okay, thank you very much for watching. Well, it's only deck gun action, no torpedo action, but it would have taken too long to go and try and get into a firing position from a stern chase. And, yeah, well, here we go. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love to catch us all back next time. See you later.